credited a conversation that he had with you after those like initial first frames, what helped him kind of settle down. You mentioned that you kind of challenged him to bring that closer mentality to the next frames that he had. So from your perspective, what were you kind of seeing in those initial frames that prompted that talk, and how did you see that shift that kind of happen up those next frames?
Yeah, I just think that it's one of those things that starters, they know they've got close to 90 to 100 pitches in a game, and a lot of guys, the toughest inning for a starter is that first inning, to get the flow of the game and to get the feel of what's working, what's not. And my challenge was just to kind of have that reliever mindset from the outset and be more on the attack and not feel your way into the game and see where it takes us. And so that really resonated with him. And I just think he's such a good competitor. But I think that, his ability to have conviction and go after guys is what got him to the big leagues, what's kept him here. And I just don't think that he should, try to feel his way into a game. And I think he'll be better for it. So, it was good to see him, and we needed a good one tonight, and he delivered for us.
Do you think as the defense made some of those plays behind him, that also kind of freed him up a little?
I think so, but he's a guy that's going to put the ball in play. Guys, he works quick, he throws a lot of strikes, and guys are going to have to make plays. And so, Mookie played really well, Muntz played well, and so obviously the assist from Tucker tonight was helpful. So, a lot of good defensive plays. That double play off of the bat of Mullins, I think in the 5th or 6th, that was a big play. He pitched well, but I do think that the defense playing well was, continue to build confidence in him.
How he was just like the Tucker home run and then the outfield assist, kind of what that shows about the all-around skill set he has when it's kind of clicking.
Well, when it's clicking, he's one of the better players in the game. Nick Martinez has always had success against us, and so it's nice to kind of get some traffic and to get a big homer from Kyle and to kind of answer back being down 3-0 early. So that kind of, invoked some life in us, and it was a good ball game. Today was a fun ball game, some good pitching, some really good defense, obviously some situational big hits with Tucker, with Miggy coming off the bench. So really fun ball game.
Tucker, his last 2 at-bats, he came up with men in scoring position there and get the results there. What do you think of those at-bats there?
I thought they were good swings. I thought he was balanced throughout. He just missed the pitches. I think that for me, this is more something you can look forward to and look and see good things happening. I just think that, those swings look better. The results aren't what we wanted right there, but I feel like betting on him going forward the way he's at right now is a good sign.
You talked to him throughout this period where I'm guessing, we talked to him, and obviously these aren't the results that he wanted up to this point in the season. How much have you talked to him?
I've talked to him a little bit, not a whole lot. He's not a very talkative person, but I will say that the last few weeks, he's really opened up with his teammates, with the coaches, and I think he's freeing himself up, being more comfortable. But he cares. He's working hard, trying his tail off. And he was frustrated, obviously, the last homestand. And so to get back feeling like you've got a fighting chance, I think he's in a better headspace.
When you say he's opened up, what have you seen that you hadn't seen before?
I just think he's just having more conversations. He's a quiet guy by nature, but, when you're kind of internalizing everything and taking that on yourself, all on yourself, that's tough. But just being, laughing and joking with the guys just kind of loosens them up a little bit.
Generally, when you send Miguel Rojas up there for a pinch hitting appearance, what's your expectation?
I just think, I think with anyone, it's just go out there and have a good at bat. And with Miggy versus a left-hander coming off the bench, I love the matchup. And so you never expect a homer, but I just knew that I liked the matchup, and I felt he was going to put a good at bat. And but he's really embraced this role. One of our team leaders, and it's good to keep him active and part of things. It's good for his spirits, and also it helps us win baseball games.
We talked about seeking out advice from guys about kind of how to handle those kind of spots and coming off the bench. What does that just say about kind of him as a leader, but also just the culture that you guys have to be able to have the guys in those kind of roles buy into that and look for ways to be productive?
We got great players, great character players, great culture. Guys will do whatever it takes to win, and every guy wants to be in there every day. But I still think that understanding your value for our ball club is leadership and not being selfish. And Miggy's bought into that, and I think with that he's excelled in that role, kept him a little bit more healthy as we're here in June right now. But yeah, like I said, he's one of our leaders, and he leads by example. He also leads with his voice. But at the end of the day, you got to be about the team to be a leader.
He said he wants you guys to have the best bench in the majors too. Like how important has kind of the options that you've had from guys in those roles been this year?
It's great. It's great. And it's part of the culture because guys know that they're going to get their own opportunity at some point, and it never feels good to get pinch hit for. But it's also, as you look into the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th inning and you have somebody on the bench that you feel like you can get a good match, can impact the game, it makes it tough for a manager. And so, even in right there, Cash had an opportunity either to face, Freeland or Wardo, and brought Matz back out there, because of the left, right, left. And, it's nice that you can counter with some guys, whether it's Alex Call or Miggy in that spot.
Did you notice that Boyer on the third play?
Well, it was actually the right fielder. So I did notice Slater on the field during the play, yes. Glad it didn't impact the play.
Thoughts on it?
No, I hope I don't see something like that again. I've never seen it since Darren Baker in the postseason, so I don't think we'll see that one again. Hope not.
How good was it to see the bullpen kind of come up with 3 big innings?
It was great. It was great. I thought Kyle had a really good outing, getting the punch out right there. That last one off Caminero was huge. And then I thought Will threw the baseball, got unlucky with the base hit, the first hitter. Alex came in, did his job, and then Tanner did his job. So it was a really clean game, fun game to be a part of.
Shohei usually throw the pen 2 days before his outing, but today he didn't. Did you hear any reason?
His knee, he just wanted to give his knee an extra day. So he's going to throw his pen tomorrow. And then it's just going to be a touch and feel. So it's not going to be an extended bullpen, but he's going to get on the mound, see how the knee feels, and then be ready for Wednesday. Palo Alto's fun. Great. God's country. It was beautiful up there. Graduation, great. Tuned in a little bit, but it was good to be there and be 99.9% present. Yeah, we're gonna DFA Espinal and then add Tommy. So Espy's been great for us, but it's just kind of the fit right now with our ball club. Yeah, it just doesn't make